Okay. All right, I'm going to wait for some people to join. All right, I'm going to wait for a couple people to join, so I'll repeat this. And this one lens is a little bit crooked. I'm not going to touch it again because it keeps falling over, so it just is what it is. You can still see me. You can still see what I'm showing. But we are going to be talking about magical oils today. So I think that was unintentionally put as the banner for last week's live, but we're actually doing it this week. Oh, and I actually have one more thing I do need to grab, so I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry to leave just an empty screen, but wanted to go grab the last thing there. So today we're going to talk about different magical oils, how to imbue them with your intention, and different ways to use them. Some ways to use them that maybe aren't as well known or not as common, something that you wouldn't think of initially. So, but we're going to talk about some oils. I am probably going to start with this Lunum Love brand. I know that we've been pushing this a lot, but it's because we're all literally obsessed with it. They are so effective as far as the actual reasoning why you would use them. So effective in general. They smell absolutely amazing. I personally like to mix a little bit in with my lotion that I use every day, just to kind of stretch it out a little bit longer. But I'm going to talk about a few of the ones that I have that are my favorites. So this first one is going to be the Bad Bitch oil. So I'm going to see if I can get it to show how absolutely gorgeous it is. Oops, if you guys can see the purple shimmer in there. It's kind of like a really pretty magenta color. And there's actually cut up money in there too. So the way that they described this Bad Bitch oil is obviously for confidence and things like that. But then also for you to protect yourself. So, so for those just popping on, I'm talking about this Bad Bitch oil from Lunum Love. So we just got these in. I did buy this one because first of all, oh my gosh, I've knocked over so many of these guys. Anyway, I bought this one because that's really what I could use, right? I need a little bit of confidence and need a little bit of fire in my belly sometimes. And the thing that I really enjoy about the Lunum Love is, again, they smell so good. It smells like a perfume. And also they're just really good quality too, because sometimes you buy certain oils that are really just meant for candles. People put them on their skin and then have some kind of reaction because it's not really skin safe. So these Lunum Love oils are the best because great for your body. So totally fine for that. I'm sure you can even use it in your hair too, because hey, it's coconut oil. But then you also can use it to dress candles and things like that too. I've had a lot of success with that. You can take some of the money oils and smear some on maybe over a sigil, over a dollar bill that you keep in your wallet and never spend, to kind of signify never running out of money. There's so many different things you can do with that. But this Bad Bitch one specifically, maybe anoint your mirror. That would be an awesome idea. You could put a tiny bit of this probably in most beauty products and it would be okay. Lips, stuff like that. But again, absolutely love how this one smells. It's probably my favorite smelling one too. It's blackberry and violet. So Make sure I'm not missing any comments. No. Okay. So the blackberry and violet one of the Bad Bitch Oil, like honestly, again, best smell ever. Has definitely helped with confidence. And then the thing that I love too is it talks about it has a little evil eye in there as well for protection from the evil eye. Because as they say, if you're a bad bitch, you're always going to have haters. This is how they literally described it in the description on the website. So, but that's that Bad Bitch Oil. Again, love, love, love it. If any of you have tried any of the Lunum Love ones, or really just any of the oils we have in the store, or don't have, if there's just a specific one that you use pretty consistently, please let me know, because I would love to, first of all, see if we can stock it for you. But secondly, I just like hearing other people's practices and things that they use. So, but yes, so that's the Bad Bitch Oil. This one I have not personally used yet. But I'm obsessed with it. And then I'm actually going to not shake it up before I show you, so I can show you how these oils look, because I think in the store sometimes people don't realize how gorgeous these actually are unless you shake them. So this is what the Cosmic Consciousness Oil looks like without being shaken. And now watch this. You see how pretty that is? It's dark blue. So the Cosmic Consciousness Oil is sandalwood and amber scented. So that alone, I'm kind of sold on that. Wonderful, wonderful oil combination. Smells so, so good. And then also has a ton of herbs for that. But what that is supposed to do is kind of connect you to the cosmic consciousness, or the underlying energy that connects everybody, right? It's supposed to help connect your third eye and to help you communicate with angelic realms. I'm sure ancestors and stuff like that probably would assist you in doing readings. So definitely like the Cosmic Consciousness one too. Like I said, I did not purchase that one because I had to show just a little bit of restraint. I'm sure that I will be purchasing it soon though, if I'm being honest, right? This is also on my list, the next one to purchase. This is the I Am a Force. Ironically enough, me and Sierra, here I'll show you without it being shaken up. And then once you shake, it's like a silver. I don't know, it's really cool. But the I Am a Force oil is musk and sweet tamarind, which I didn't know what that was. Apparently it's a more exotic fruit. I had no idea. Sierra informed me about that. But me and her were sitting there and we were looking through these oils that we got because these are newer ones that we haven't had before. Both of us were drawn to this I Am a Force oil, but we didn't really know fully what it was for. I mean, we could use our obvious best judgment. It's for, being a force in nature, but what is it for? What kind of energy are you harnessing? So we looked it up on the Lunum Love website, and it's so funny because it is actually for Egyptian goddesses, Sekhmet and Bastet, and I am a Sekhmet devotee, and Sierra works with Bastet. So it was just really funny that both of us were attracted to that. It is going to be about divine feminine, but also the dark feminine. So the maybe more prickly aspects of femininity, but in a good way. So this is You're a Force, getting things done, right? They actually say to put it on before bed because you're going to be releasing some stuff. That sounds pretty dang potent to me. So I'll definitely be grabbing that. We also do have a shadow work oil and an inner child oil that I'm actually very surprised I did not grab to show y'all. But the inner child one especially, that is the only oil or candle or anything that I've seen specifically for the inner child. I know we do have a couple decks that are for inner child work and maybe a couple books that mention it, but it's really surprising that there's not more ritual materials for healing your inner child. So that's why I really appreciated that Lunum Love made that oil. And it's a really pretty light pink. It's got little star glitter in it, a little childlike and fun, So that one was really cool. Let's see what else. This one smells so good. So they actually sent this to us the first time as a tester, and I bought it because it smelled so dang good. So this is a sugar baby oil. It's not what you think. So let me explain. Okay. This does have a pearl in it too, which I thought was just adorable. But when I first saw that, I thought it was actually for like sugar baby, sugar daddy relationships, right? For you to try and like attract that. But it is not. The whole concept is the universe is your sugar daddy, right? So, meaning the universe provides whatever you could possibly need. The sugar baby oil is just supposed to put you in that energy of receiving. And then what I really liked about it is it talks about letting go of some of the guilt from receiving. I know for me personally, sometimes I still even feel uncomfortable like charging for my readings, charging for my gifts. If I get a really good tip from a client or something, I can get uncomfortable. This has helped me realize that people are doing that because they want to. I have nothing to feel guilty for. And that you're kind of getting in your own way when you feel guilty for receiving money because you're associating it with something negative. You're kind of putting it out there that that's something negative or something that you're not wanting or that there's a negative feeling associated with that. So I always wear the sugar baby oil and I always make sure to say thank you to the universe, right? So anytime something goes well while I'm wearing it, that's thank you because that was meant for me. That was a gift. So loved that one as well. This also is great. This is a high priestess oil. I think all of us have this one. This one is so pretty because it's like a dark purpley. And this one is jasmine and dried florals. High priestess, of course, that's going to be for like divination. Do it before you do readings, do it before bed, increase dreams, third eye stuff. So similar to the cosmic consciousness, but a little bit more personal. Very much like that oil. I use it all the time. It is very incense scented. So I do like to mix it with like a perfume. Like I wear a vanilla perfume. So typically that smells good with anything. So no interference there. Lastly, I'm going to show this one. This is also Luna Love. I've not used this. This is the violet and sandalwood. The reason I haven't used this, I don't F with the Fae, but some of you do. So if you do, this is called Fairy Realm. Look at, oh, I feel like you can't see it as good on camera, but the sparkles in this one, you see it a little better on TikTok for some reason, but are absolutely insane. And it does like make your skin sparkle too, but that's the Fairy Realm one. Again, I have not personally used this. I do not work with the Fae, but a lot of people do, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. There's so many florals in there too. So that's another really pretty one. So oh, this is the Violent Flame. I keep saying violent. I keep wanting to call it Violent Femmes, to be honest, but it's Violet Flame. Really pretty looking, right? That one's going to increase your consciousness. This is for awakening. It's healing. So again, have not personally used this one. I'm sure it smells amazing. So those are the Lunam Love ones. If anybody has any questions about any of those, I'm just going to give a couple minutes. Or if there's even one that I haven't showed, but you know we have here, or if you want to see one for a specific purpose I didn't grab, please let me know. Sorry about that. I did tie my shoe. But a little flying hair or something. Sorry. Anyway, so if any of you have any questions about any of the oils that I've showed, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna keep on going though. Another really great idea with this Lunam Love stuff is we have these empty roll-on bottles. They're only $3. Okay. You don't even have to get it from us. You can get it from somewhere else. But either way, you could put a little bit of that in this so that you can take it with you and use it as a roll-on. Because obviously dropper bottles aren't always like super easy to transport. So definitely a good idea for the oils. Now, let's see. All right, don't seem like I have a lot of questions there, so I am going to move on. This is actually an oil. I was really hoping I was going to have labels made by now. They should be here when I get home today. Excuse me, I'm actually just looking at the labels so that I can read the ingredients. So I'm not just on my phone. But anyway, this is an energetic protection oil that I made and will be carrying here in the store. I actually did not initially make this to sell. I initially made this for myself. Obviously, working in the field that I do, I need to have some sort of shield up. And Greg had once told me to picture myself in a suit of armor, head to toe. And I know I've said that before. So I named my oil Suit of Armor. So that's what the label is going to look like. Again, I don't have them on there yet, but it is cedar, sandalwood, and jasmine scented. So super grounding. And it has coconut oil, eucalyptus, hyssop, cloves, frankincense, and myrrh resin, sage, bay leaves, essential oils, and black tourmaline in there. So this is a very, very, very protective oil for, especially for energy. So if you're just around somebody that feels exhausting to be around, and you feel like you need to be able to protect yourself, like you get home and you just slump on the couch, great thing to have on. Also a really good idea for if you're like a reader, or even if you don't work in an environment like this, but you're a social worker, a teacher, something where you're working with the public, working retail, let's be real. Having this on to protect yourself is always a good idea. This will be under, it's not my business company, it's My Spiritus Mundi. This will be with kind of like a black, red, and gold label. So, but definitely tooting my own horn on this because it does work. So it smells bitty nice. Also with that one too, you can mix it with your lotions and stuff like that to prolong it. This is a company I want to talk about. So this is Art of the Root. This company, little did we know when we purchased it, is actually based out of Bedford, Ohio, which is really cool to, support Ohio businesses. And the other thing I really like about this company is it is Black owned. So always there to support people of color, especially when some of these are like culturally, I appreciate supporting them. So a lot of these oils, where'd they go? The Art of the Root ones are great. So this is a road opener oil. These also have a ton of herbs and stuff in there. Now, these ones are not for topical use. This is only for candles. So I want to be really clear on that. But the road opener is great for when you feel like things just keep getting in your way. Sometimes it's ourselves getting in our own way, but we need to just break it up and get that block out of there. So it's going to also open the road up for some opportunities. So, hello, how are you? Hi, Wizard. So road openers basically just open up more opportunities for you. They give you different avenues for you to get where you need to go, right? So we have the road opener oil that I showed you, this guy here. These ones are only $12. And like I said, they're made out of Bedford, Ohio, which I very much appreciate. But we also have road opener candles. So what I normally would do would be to anoint the candle in that oil and go from there. So that's one of the Art of the Root ones. This other one that we grabbed is called Crucible of Courage. So this has like Sekhmet energy, even though it doesn't say that. And here's my thing. Sometimes you might not need a Boss Fix oil or something, okay? And I'm only bringing this up because we had a really funny story about me. Okay, how do I not put this out there too much? I purchased the oil for somebody that I knew, but it was really funny because we had just made a joke with Melissa about that. I was like, I'm not foolish enough to try and use that on you, but that's why I'm bringing this up. So when I'm talking about this, not talking about my boss, but of course not. But like, let's say you get the Boss Fix oil, okay? Because you want to be recognized for your hard work and all of that. But really, you might not need the Boss Fix oil. You might not need your boss to change how they are. Maybe you need Crucible of Courage so that you can have more courage to ask for what you want, be okay with taking up space, not being afraid of repercussions and not seeking external validation. So that's why I brought the Crucible of Courage one out here, because sometimes I do think it's not really, we need to change our external circumstances. We need to change ourselves a little bit and just simply ask for what we want and allow the universe to give it to us. So open up our hands. do. So that's why I really like the Crucible of Courage oil. I have not personally used it yet because I give it a second. Okay, it looks like it reconnected. So sorry about that. But anyway, that is the Crucible of Courage oil from the Art of the Root. I like these Sun's Eye oil because they're $10, so they are affordable. And they are infused with herbs and stuff too. I will say, I don't know that I feel like these are as thoughtfully put together as some of the other ones, but hey, they work. So this is the Vision Quest from that one. This one is cool because it's got carnelian in there. So that's a good way to like infuse things with the energy of crystals if you don't want to carry the crystal around. So something for courage, sensuality, passion, maybe I'd pick carnelian. But we also just sell the chip bottles on their own. So what you could do would be to get the empty roll-on here, put some chips in there, and then add the oil that you want on top of that to kind of really set your intention, and then carry that around with you. So last but not least, I'm going to talk about these Aura oils. The reason I'm going to talk about them is because they're $4. So they've been very popular. I will say these are very much dyed and like, it's very fragranced, right? It's not natural. So don't put this on your, say goodbye to the other people. Okay. Thank you. It worked here. So I guess it cut me off here. If that happens one more time, I might end up having to end early. I don't want to, but unfortunately, our internet connection is kind of having a hard time. So, okay, I was talking about you could get chips, so crystal chips, and an empty roll-on bottle, and then grab any like oil that you wanted that's skin safe. You could always dilute it too with a carrier oil, like coconut, jojoba, sunflower oil, vitamin E, whatever. But put chips in the bottle, put the oil in there, create your own. You could put your own herbs in there. You could just buy one little tumbled crystal and put it in there. There's so many different ways that you can do it, and creativity is really going to get you far. So, but I was talking about these ones. So this is a healing oil, and this is a St. Michael oil. There are a lot of other ones. Those are really cost effective. They're only $4. So, and if you don't have oil to bless a candle, you can always use just like olive oil or coconut oil. I prefer olive oil because it's more like sacred and cleansing. Does anyone have any questions before I hop off? I'm sorry to end a little early, but like I said, our internet connection is kind of giving us a hard time here. Okay, well, if no one has any questions, I am going to pop off. If you need help finding any of these oils in the store, please ask myself, Eileen, Miss Lucinda, Sierra. Any of us would be happy to help if we are here. There are so many other ones that I didn't go over. If I went over every oil in the store, we'd be here for like 4 hours. So I just picked my faves. We have so many other ones for a lot of other reasons. I also realized I don't have a ton of money ones here, but there's a lot of money options. So do not think we don't have that. But anyway, thank you for listening. I'm here on Wednesdays doing readings. I'm here pretty much every other day except Monday, working the floor. So come chat with me. Maybe come see me for a reading. Lastly, too, Sierra is doing a jewelry charming class. Now, I will say, let me double check the date as I'm saying this, but she is very, very intelligent. She knows exactly what she is doing. And it would be a great idea for you to take this jewelry charming class on Sunday with Sierra so she can teach you how to make your own protective stuff. So, and I think actually, let me read the description because I think it's more than just protection. Okay, so you'll be given the choice of charm jewelry for attraction or protection. So bring that piece of jewelry and have fun with that. So it's $35 and sign up with Sierra. Thank you all so much for listening and have a lovely Friday.